Okay, the second round. I'm not going to play first. I really do feel like our deck is going to be better going long anyway. Probably keepable. Ugh, it's not very good though. 2 5s, a 4, and the 5s we don't even have the mana. I'm going to mulligan this one. It just doesn't quite do enough. This is much more like it. Rod of Ruin for the win. Yeah, our deck's a little sketchy sometimes. It's a good draw. Start hauling some corpse here. Oh man, our deck. You gotta love it. Hit you for 2 and Lizard. Go. Alright, no shock. That's awesome. Could use a land here. We got a Minotaur. What is it? A Spitter? Giant Spider, amazingly bad here, actually. And yeah, I'm just going to keep beating him down, actually. I'll trade a Giant Growth for a Spider. Plus, I have nothing else to do this turn anyway. So now he's forced with the decision of knowing that I have Giant Growth, but also deciding if it's worth it to play around or not. Yeah, he's going to block it. All right, well, you asked for it, buddy. I like doing this now while he's tapped out. We can't get punished for it, and we get a really solid 1-for-1 from our 1-mana removal spell in the form of Giant Growth. So let's see what his follow-up. He's playing Lay of the Land. Let's see if he's splashing or if he's just getting... No, he's just getting another mountain. What do you got? Not Flames? All right. Academy Raider. That's pretty good. And we even... Ooh, we hit like a pretty ideal land here, all things considered. I really want to cast Divination, but I think I just need to get Rod of Ruin online here. I'm actually going to offer this trade, though. I don't really want him to get Academy Raider going, which is why I'm feeling some... Alright, so if he's going to do that, then I actually feel like I can get away with getting Divination going here. Yeah, and see, that's kind of why. You know, we need to get to lands, and like these are 2 draw steps that are just bricks for us going forward, so the deeper we dig now, the better it gets, and... Alright, I think a little bit of patience here is warranted. I'm going to attack with the Root Wallet because this is a trade that I'm comfortable with taking here. Yeah, I don't think he wants to trade that. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm actually just going to take this opportunity to play Trading Post. I'd love to just play Shadowborn Demon and just start getting him. But this makes a lot more sense because I can make a goat, and then I can play demon, and then I can have kind of goat backup where the demon is actually going to live. All right. I'm a little bit bummed to see my Root Wallet die, but that's actually not that big of a deal. Because it did take another card out of his hand as well. And we know that we're going to be able to kill that threat pretty easily here. I'm just building up a goat, taking a hit here because I want to be able to make sure that I have protection here as I Shadowborn Demon his Woodborn Elemental away, or Behemoth. And there will be no goat beatdowns this turn. really sure actually how the timing works on that. Ooh, geez. That's a good one. And we're going to kill him in 2 turns here, though. All right, so that ability goes on the stack. I can sack this goat. I can make a goat and then sack it after anyway, right? So it's not like a big deal here, but is that even something I need to do at this point? Basically, I'm trying to decide if I want to play Nightwing Shade here. I don't think I do, though. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and goat down. Root Wall is dang good draw here. Let's say go. And this way I can leave up Trading Post. I can leave up Root Wall at a block. I've got a lot of options now. I'm sitting at 14, and he's on a 1-turn clock. Yeah, I like that situation a lot. Anything we want to take out? Hard to say. Fog could be something that we want to bring in if we think that he's playing like a bunch of active treasons or something like that, or just combat tricks. You know, it could be something, it could be significantly better than like a naturalize that we don't know if it even has a real home. Yeah, we'll try that. I feel like given what we've seen from his deck, we're more likely to see combat tricks and stuff. I mean, we're talking, you know, we're talking main deck naturalize here. Like, we're not, I'm looking for a reason to get rid of that card. And as much as, you know, I'm not really excited to bring in Fog, I want to try to get as much value out of that last slot as I can, since we ended up short on playable since I jumped ship a little bit late. Actually, just super late in the draft. I don't regret it, but I did realize when I did it that it was going to cost me something. That wasn't free, that I got to do that and play those good cards, those good black cards that I picked up. All right, do we want to keep this hand? No, I don't think that we do. It's got some of our worst cards, and it's got a lot of uncastable stuff, so we're going to mulligan this one. This is a pretty easy mulligan as well. I think this one's also a mulligan. This one's closer. Yeah, I'm going to mull that one. All right. Unfortunately, we had to go to 4 here, so this is going to make it real tough for us to pick up this second game, but you know, stranger things have happened. This can get them, and then if he has a bomb, we can kill it with this, but we're going to have to run really good. We're in the unenviable position of needing lands and spells to come off the top of the deck for us. All right. Our opponent has started things off with an Elvish Mystic, which is, you know, generally speaking, bad for us that happened, but if I do this, is that better? Gives us a little bit more room here. I guess you don't need to see all that stuff at the bottom necessarily. Okay. Goo. Good draw for us, though. Lands are great. Turn 2 Advocate, less great for us. Go ahead. We're going to take a beating for a couple of turns here. He's off to a quick start. Oh, believe me, buddy, if I had Doomblade, that thing would be down. Okay. Okay, that's a good draw too. So if he doesn't have anything, then we can Briarpack Alpha, block his Giant Spider, eat it, and then have the Briarpack Alpha back to eat that thing. If he has just Stone Nothing, and if he doesn't just play something awesome here like, oh, Ogre Battle Driver, perhaps. Yeah, well, I guess that's how it goes sometimes. We are going to be able to eat that thing. Unless he plays a creature here, and then we're just dead. I mean, if he plays like a 5-er here, we're just toasted. Alright, well, we're going for it. Eat your rare. Wow, that actually worked. That is awesome. That is super, super awesome. Liturgy isn't going to hit anything that we really care about here. So I'm just going to run out the big rumbler. If that way, if we draw Forest, we can play Liturgy and Root Waller the next turn. Right now we're stable, but of course we're in that precarious position where we can get unstable pretty quickly here. But a 2-for-1 is a good way to undo it. Alright, well, we don't really have a big choice here. We have to trade off. We're basically just 2-for-2ing here. He's going to kill this. He's going to regenerate. Then we're going to untap and Liturgy it. And we'll still have our 3-3 versus his 2-4 and 1-1. So this could be a lot worse. I don't think he should have attacked there. I think he should have stayed patient. So let's see. I play Island. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this works. Kill that thing. Oh, dang it. I forgot that he played that second land. Yeah, very stupid, obviously. Now, I don't know that if we can win. I don't know if we can beat that thing anyway. Like, even if I see that, and so I just don't play Liturgy and I just play out my Root Waller, like, I don't really see how we beat that card, but sure. Shoot. Yep. That's just going to make our life super, super rough here. And, I mean, we're on a mold of 4, so our expectations aren't super high, but we actually had a really good run at that. Corpse Hauler. Block. 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 Take 3. Okay, well, we're going to run it out there. I mean, the problem, of course, being that, like, we need to draw... We took out our Naturalize, I think, as well. Fog doesn't really get us anywhere here. He's going to ship the team. But he shouldn't. Yeah, and he's got to think about it. He really doesn't have any great attacks here, just this guy. He can get a little bit of damage in otherwise, but he's going to have to lose a guy to do it. So it's either all 3 of these or no 3 of those. If I were in his seat, I think I would just attack with his beast. Yeah, he's going to ship him though. I don't know what else he has in his hand, of course, too, so that can certainly change things. But our blocks are pretty clear. And I got to decide if I want to get back Root Waller or Rumbling Baloth here. This is a big difference. Root Waller lets us play potentially 2 creatures next turn. Yeah, I'm going to get back Root Waller. Because we're going to need to play 2 creatures next turn, so if we draw something that costs 3, we can actually do it. Alright, he's playing Lay of the Land. I mean, we're not technically dead, but we just don't really have a great way to deal with that, with this thing. And then we go do, and then we're dead. But we'll play it. He might chicken out here. Although, based on last play, I don't think he will. I think he's just going to attack with everybody. And we will play another game. I get to see another card, it looks like, too. Lava Access? enlarge. All right. Well, it's really good to know that he has that, to be honest. Okay. I mean, that is better. It is better that we didn't concede, right? And that we figured that out. Maybe Naturalize comes back in. No, actually, I think I still like Fog, especially now that we've seen Enlarge. That's much better. And we have ways to deal with that thing. We just didn't in that game. Like I said, even if I don't make that punt with the Liturgy, like we still just don't have an answer to that, and we're in just an awful position thanks to I'm talking about the Trollhide, but I'm still gonna draw here. Oh shoot, got a mulligan again. All right, I'll give it a shot, but this is not a great hand. We can't cast this thing forever. So we draw a Swamp? Huh? Well, okay. Voracious Worm is interesting as well. We can run it out there right now, depending on what he plays, but we can also go for the combo. Ooh, Scavenging Ooze. I think I'd like to keep Scavenging Ooze away from beating me down for 100 turns in a row, so I will go ahead and do this. Now he's got Trollhide. All right, well, I guess it's going to be beating me down, at least for a little while, though. The Trading Post should help a bit with this. Sort of. We're going to take 12 first. Yeah, this is going to get pretty ugly for us. This Trollhide's a big problem. Late game, we can deal with it okay, but in the main part of the game, we can't. Now we can start force fielding him, though, and then that'll help out a lot. Unfortunately, we've gotten lucky in the sense that we drew lands, but we drew not the right lands, and that's kind of bad for us. Let's see what his... Oh, he has no play here, so that's a good thing for us. We're still able to apply pressure to him here. I mean, he's doing double the damage we are, but we're chipping away. Play a Root Walla. Really wish we had hit some swamps in here somewhere, but no such luck. Recluse. Okay. Recluse is fine. Now all of a sudden he's only doing 1 to us, though, because of Trading Post. Make Goat. Block you. Okay. Love to see some swamps off the top. Corpse Hauler. Well, this is going to get interesting. I can just keep losing 1 life to this thing. This just sucks because if he has Enlarge, we're going to die. But I think that that's just true. So yeah, I'll go ahead and trade off my Root Walla for his Deadly Recluse here. It's not blocking anyway, and that Recluse isn't going anywhere. He's got a Giant Growth. Okay. Shouldn't really matter. But like I said, if he's got Enlarge, he just kills us. Also, if he has instant speed removal here, we're just dead. But it looks like he doesn't. That's nice. These are not going to cut it. Goats are doing work, but things are looking pretty poor for us at the moment. All right, there's a grotto. So we've got something here. It can be divination and then block. Could also just be festering newt. Maybe divination's better. If I can hit a second black mana, I can get Lifebane Zombie down. I need to turn off so that I can trading post for 4 life, which will buy me 4 more activations to keep that Scavenging Ooze at bay. Block, chump block, take 2, I go to 1. And he's left with this and this, and then, yeah, so I basically need to hit like a swamp out of the next 3 cards, divination plus my draw step, or else I'm dead. Or pretty close to it. I think I'm going to go for it, though. Alright, hit that swamp. Say go. And if he has anything, I mean, we're dead, but that was kind of always the truth. Little slow roll for Magic Online here. Alright, so he did attack with everything. Whoops. I blocked the wrong thing. Welp, he wins anyway, I guess. That sucks. I meant to block this. If I block this, then we actually go to 1. And then, who knows, right? I mean, then I play... Let's take a look real quick here. Well, I guess I can't, but I'd play my Swamp. I could play Lifebane Zombie or whatever. I could play Corpse and Festering Newt and have an activation of this because I could chump and then go back up to 5. So, like, we're still alive. I mean, the chances that we win the game are still very low, but we actually have a shot if I don't make that mistake. So, yeah, that's frustrating. I just misclicked and it cost me there. But honestly, I haven't really played that well today. I made some onboard mistakes that I don't think I'd normally make. But interesting stuff anyway. The deck was okay. Not my best deck, but it was okay. I think we did pretty well with what we had. Interesting to go deep into that 22nd, 23rd card and really have to dig to find what's best. I kind of like that part of Limited, even though I prefer to not be in that spot. If you guys want to send any feedback via email, limitedresourcespodcast@gmail.com. If you want to follow on Twitter, it's Marshall_LR. And if you want to join the clan on Magic Online, it's easy. Just send me a message. I'm Marshall_LR on there as well. The only 2 rules are that you love Magic and that you're not a jerk. These are very simple to follow. If you meet the criteria, you too can be in the clan. For all things Limited Resources, lrcast.com. Guys, we'll see you next week.